Hello to everybody. My name is George Pandelidis, and I'm Vice President of the ASHRAE-Hellenic chapter. And I would like to welcome you all on our seventh technical seminar for this society year 2020-2021. It's indeed that we have reached the seventh technical seminars, and we had managed also to do another 3 webinars and a special event on the World Refrigeration Day this year, although there's peculiar situation that we are all facing right now. But we're not finished. There are more to come. We have more events planned ahead. We have on May 6th an event on evaporative cooling. And then again on May 26th, we will have an event on optimizing hydronic systems, where we will have also the honor to have ASHRAE President-elect Mix Svedler as a keynote speaker. And we hope that this will not be the end for the society year. Probably we'll have a couple of more events even after that. Today's topic deals with the policy context on the building energy performance certificates, and we try to reach that from both sides of the Atlantic. That's why we have Mr. Doug Cochrane, ASHRAE distinguished lecturer and also past the chair of the BEQ committee, who will present the ASHRAE-BeldingEQ, which is the equivalent of the European Energy Performance Certificate. We will also have Mr. Pau Garcia, who is a policy officer at the Directorate General of Energy of the European Commissioning, who will present what is the European policy frameworks in buildings in general. And Mrs. Vasiliki Sita, head of the Directorate of Energy Policies and Energy Efficiency in the Ministry of Environment and Energy, who will also present the policy context on energy efficiency in Greece. As you can see in the panel, we have a lot of distinguished guests who will have them in an open discussion at the end of the presentation. We will have an open discussion on decarbonization as a global issue. And apart from all the presenters, we will have also Mr. Dimitris Athanasiou, hopefully, and Eleftherios Bourdakis will have also EU policy officers as well. And we thank them as well for being here with us. And also both of them, probably you recall that they have participated in several Hellenic chapter. Hello, Mr. Athanasiou, now we can see you as well. Thank you as well for being here. And also we have the pleasure of having with us Mr. Tom Phoenix. Tom Phoenix is a presidential member of ASHRAE. He was ASHRAE president for the year 2014-2015. And he's here in another role as well. He's one of the 2 co-chair of a new task force that was established by ASHRAE. It's the task force on building decarbonization. It's a brand new task force that's we're dealing with building decarbonization. And I think this is something of very great interest for everybody. So I would like for Mr. Phoenix to open this event and give us a small presentation of this new task force.
Oh, well, thank you, George, and good afternoon to everyone. I am very honored to have been asked to join your conference here. I have had the pleasure of visiting Greece 2 or 3 times during my ASHRAE career, and I know a number of the folks on the panel here very well. They're very good friends, and I am looking forward to being able to come back to Greece again soon. As George mentioned, ASHRAE formed a task force back in February of this year to look at building decarbonization. Most of you know that ASHRAE had formed a year ago a task force to look at the coronavirus epidemic. And so the ASHRAE Epidemic Task Force has been in operation for a little over a year now and has been very successful trying to address a crisis, a major crisis that affected our industry. And ASHRAE's view is that decarbonization is the same thing. And so this task force was formed again in February of this year. The purpose of the task force, there were a number of bullet points that were given to all of us that were appointed to that task force. We want to provide recommendations and practices for industry stakeholders in the built environment, and we want to take a holistic initiative to define what some goals need to be in terms of the decarbonization of the built environment. We want and we wanted very much for this to be a global audience, and I'm very pleased that a number of folks are on the call today, you know, from the European Commission and from other organizations, because ASHRAE is very interested in collaborating and making this a one goal global initiative. And so that's what we are. There are 16 people that are on the core task force. They come from all over the world, literally, and they represent various parts of the built environment industry. As George mentioned, I was selected to be one of the co-chairs. The other co-chair is Professor Don Colliver, who is also a past president of ASHRAE. He and I are co-chairing this new task force. We have been meeting very regularly since February, and we have formed a number of working groups to look at the various subjects that are part of the decarbonization effort. And Pete, we have 95 people right now that have signed up to become part of our working groups. And so and we are really and truly leaving that open if anyone is interested in joining one of our working groups. A couple people on the panel here and on the call are already helping us. And so we are off and running, and the work is very exciting. And we obviously have started something that people are very interested in. I can tell you on a personal level, my email has doubled since February. I probably get 25 or 30 emails a day, all about the decarbonization effort. So this is obviously a very important challenge for ASHRAE and a very important issue for everyone globally. So thank you for giving me a few minutes. And again, if anybody has any questions about it, or if you want to participate, you are certainly welcome. Just get in touch with us. Thank you. Thank you, George.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here. And it's very nice to have you. I would like also on behalf of the Hellenic chapter, I would like to ask Kostas Balaras to say a few words just for the beginning of this event. Kostas?
Thank you, George. Welcome to everyone. It is actually an honor to be in this group with all of you, and thank you very much for joining this event this afternoon. It is indeed a great timing, both in terms of the new challenging times that we have embarked in Europe in terms on this journey with short and long-term goals and objectives, with really a comprehensive collection of different policies that put us on the path to meet a challenge, a huge challenge to decarbonize economy by 2050. That includes our built environment. And as Tom previously mentioned, this is indeed a global challenge. Maybe around the world, a lot are looking what's happening in Europe. We're living it as being part of this European effort to actually, and what comes and relates and resonates to all of us, to transform our buildings of being at the core of the problem, being accused for decades of really putting a great burden on the environment, and transform them to being part or a major player of the solution. So that by itself, it just brings up the importance of what needs to be done. And what a better time for ASHRAE, who's in a unique position to be part of this effort, to bring experts, bring you, all of you in the same international room with experts, members from around the world to share experiences, support each other, and serve our common goals and objectives. We will all be hearing more from ASHRAE on this new endeavor. This is going to be a huge opportunity for all of us around the world, and the good things, the success stories, but also the failures that we have experienced and we have learned from in Europe, we will be openly sharing and offering so that we can all move successfully forward. Thank you.